Need some coins to that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out mudpacks.com where you guys can open up exciting packs, win tons of mud coins, and withdraw the coins to your account. Use code ZERK for 15% off.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
Ultimate Legends just got revealed, and I gotta say, this is a pretty good batch coming tomorrow. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Titan Matt for being a part of the Nota Gang. If you guys want a chance to shout out in the next video, drop a link in the vid. Make sure you guys are subbed to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and comment down below. Nota Gang. Also, guys, my NBA picks for tonight are up right now over on Twitter, so if you guys want to check out Underdog Fantasy, you can use code ZERK to match first deposit up to $100. We have been on absolute fire the last 2 days, so we can keep it rolling today, and I will have more picks up for the 10 p.m. games. So let's take a look here at the Ultimate Legends coming out tomorrow. Starting off, we have Vernon Davis, which you guys will notice he has the X Factor on him, which means that he has a special X Factor. We will talk about that ability in just a moment here, but Vernon Davis, 98 speed. That is gorgeous to see on this card. Now, I do just want to say this, though. A lot of people are going to see this Vernon Davis card, and they're going to instantly take a look at that run block, right? The run blocking is atrocious on this card. Having only a 55 run block, yeah, that's really, really bad. But here's the thing, though. Honestly, when you take a look at this card, having the 98 speed, the 88 strength, although the run blocking and strength, this very interesting combination. 98 catch in traffic, 97 spec catch. The route running is really, really good. And keep in mind, guys, the Vernon Davis is 6'3". I wouldn't even consider this card a tight end. I personally think that if you're picking up Vernon Davis, you're getting him to put him at wide receiver, because why would you run a 55 run blocking tight end when you have somebody like Gronkowski, who's amazing? But talking about putting Vernon at wide receiver, you're getting a 6'3" receiver that is really good. So that's where I recommend you put him. We'll talk about his abilities and everything here in a moment. Next up, we have Devin Hester with 99 speed. Now, of course, Devin Hester as a receiver usually isn't all that great, and he's mostly just a kick returner, but this one actually has some pretty good receiving stats. 97 catch, 95 catch in traffic, 94 spectacular catch. Also has 97 short route running, 95 medium route running, and 99 deep route running. So Hester, you know, he's gonna be amazing after the catch, and also going to be really, really good as a kick returner. He's extremely tiny, though, so to be honest with you, as an actual receiver, not in my top 3. That's for sure, especially with everybody having, you know, that +1 speed strategy card. Essentially, a ton of the top receivers in the game right now are able to get to 99 speed, and they're just much bigger than Devin Hester. But we also have Antonio Cromartie. I absolutely love Antonio Cromartie cards. Cromartie is always just an absolute baller on the field. So I, for one, am really, really excited about this one. Will I pick the card up? Potentially. He is 6'2" with 98 speed, 97 excel, 98 agility, 99 jumping, 95 play rec, 98 man, 98 zone, and 99 press. It just doesn't really get too much better than that. Cromartie, amazing card. And then we also have Steve Mcnair as the LTD. Now, instantly, a lot of people are going to ask me, what is his release? Well, on his last card, it wasn't great. It was generic 3. Definitely not a fan of that one, but I will say this. They have really, really been changing the releases on QBs as they come out, so do not be shocked at all if Steve Mcnair comes out tomorrow and he has Slinger 3 or Slinger 1. Wouldn't shock me at all. He also has 94 speed, 98 throw power, 95 short, 96 medium, 96 deep, 98 throw under pressure, 98 throw on the run, and 93 play action. And the other LTD, guys, is going to be Mike Vrabel with 94 speed, 98 acceleration, 93 strength. He also has 94 tackling, 94 play rec, 98 block shed, 97 power move, and 90 finesse move as well. Personally, if you're picking up a left outside linebacker, though, you're probably going with Maniac, because Maniac is really, really crazy. So Vrabel, I'm not sure if he's top of the meta necessarily, but I'm sure a lot of people will pick him up anyways. Now let's talk about the abilities. So as you guys can see, we have Vernon Davis. Now, as of the time that I'm recording this video, that X Factor on Vernon, they have not actually came out and said what it is. So I don't know what his actual X Factor there is going to be, but I'd imagine it'll be some sort of ability that'll start from 1 AP, maybe double me or something like that. But in tier 1, he does get deep out elite for 1, deep in for 1, mid in, and route tech for 1 AP. In his bucket 2, he gets red zone threat, run off elite, short out, and short in for 0. And then in tier 2, he gets deep out, deep in, mid in, and route tech for 1. And then tier 3, short in, deep out, deep in, route tech, and mid in, all for 1 AP. So again, I just don't think you should run him at tight end, honestly. Why would you? His run blocking is terrible, but at wide receiver, really nice. So I think it's a good idea, in my opinion, to potentially run Vernon Davis at wide receiver here and maybe rock out with like short in, route tech, and you could even do deep out elite on him as well if you wanted to have him on the outside. Not a bad idea, although I do think some people may actually run this card as a slot receiver, which will be an interesting decision. We'll see how that works out for them. Next up, Devin Hester, route tech, evasive, red zone threat, and deep in for 1 AP. Obviously, he's going to get return man for 0, which I would highly recommend you guys run that on him. In my opinion, like I said, he's really, really tiny, okay? He's super tiny, and in terms of his abilities in that custom ability bucket 2, if you're going to run him anywhere on the field, it would be like at slot, right? And I would love to have a slot receiver that has short in or short out, and CeeDee Lamb gets both for 0 AP total. Devin Hester doesn't hold a candle to CeeDee Lamb as an actual receiver out there in the slot, but Devin Hester as a returner, yeah, it's a very expensive guy to just have as returner. So until he comes down in price, I probably won't touch that card at all. Antonio Cromartie, though, let's take a look at his abilities here. Deep route KO, mid zone KO, short route, and medium route KO, all for 1 AP. And then his bucket 2, he gets deep out zone KO for 1, flat zone KO for 1, pick artist for 0, inside shade for 1. Tier 2, he gets deep route KO, mid zone, short route, and medium route for 1. And then finally in tier 3, inside shade, deep out zone, flat zone, deep route, mid zone, short route, and medium route KO, all for 1 AP. So thankfully, he does actually get deep out zone KO in that tier 3. And essentially, if you run man coverage, amazing card. If you run zone coverage, amazing card. So I think you're going to see Crow on a ton of teams. Steve Mcnair, ability-wise, he does get Hyrule Master for 1, Pass Lead Elite, Set Feet Lead for 1 AP, Pass Lead for 2, No Leg Deadeye for 1, and then in Tier 2, Fearless for 0, Gunslinger for 0, Dashing Deadeye for 0, Fast Break for 0, Tier 2, Hover Master, Pass Lead, Set Feet Lead. You guys can see everything that he gets there. Personally, obviously you want to run Gunslinger, right? 0 AP Gunslinger. I would just run, of course, Set Feet Lead for 1 AP, and then Hyrule Master for 1 AP as well. So you're able to get Gunslinger, Set Feet Lead, and Hyrule Master for a total of 2 AP, and then if you want to run Fearless, well, you get that for 3 AP total as well. That's pretty nice. To be honest with you guys, I maybe should be way more excited for that because I'm just now remembering, as I said, that he gets all those for 3 AP. Justin Herbert is, in my opinion, the best right-handed quarterback in the game right now. And yes, there is a difference between the best QB and the best right-handed QB. If you're able to use left-handed quarterbacks, then obviously your decision there is maybe a little bit different. But Justin Herbert, when you guys add in that upgrade token to him, right? He's able to get that exact stack that I just said with Steve Mcnair for 3 AP. Mcnair as well can get Set Feet Lead, Gunslinger, Hyrule Master, and Fearless for a total of 3 AP, which is amazing. And he's right-handed, and he has 94 speed, where Herbert has 92 speed, and he gets Legends Chem. So if they change his release, as I said, he has Generic 3. If they change his release to Slinger 3, honestly, he has a debate for the best quarterback in the game. And then finally, Mike Vrabel, no outsiders, Edge Third Elite, Tackle Supreme, and Crusher for 1 AP. Tier 2, Inside Stuff, Double or Nothing Defensive Rally, Lurker for 0, and you guys can see the rest on him. So, my personal favorites, Steve Mcnair, if they do change his release. If he sticks at Generic 3, it's just not going to be that crazy of a card, unfortunately so. But we are getting a lot of QBs that all have Slinger 3 and Slinger 1, so I understand some people that maybe don't want every quarterback to some release. I get it. Cromartie, I think overall you could say is the best card because he pretty much fits on everybody's team. And then also Vernon Davis, really nice at receiver. Devin Hester, amazing returner, not so much receiver. But with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure you guys drop a like video, and of course hit that sub button down below. I will catch you guys in the morning with the Ultimate Legends release. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.